Yo, what's going on everyone? My name is Damien, also known as QB. How's everyone going today? And welcome to day 43 of my Hard 50. If you guys are unaware by now, I'm uploading streaming every single day on every single one of my platforms. Make sure you guys go check it out in the description down below. I'm appreciating so much of the love and support I've been getting over the course of this Hard 50. I know we've had our ups and downs, but man, it means a lot to see you guys show some love. My subscriber count, my view counts, all through the roof, and I'm not doing it for any of those causes. I just like yapping about basketball and why not do it to an audience. So without further ado, let's get stuck into today's video, and thank you all once again for all the love and support. Kevin Durant is still an elite scorer, yes, even at his age he is right now. The 36-year-old is still one of the best players in the entire league and can find his shot any time on the floor, and he's still that bucket getter he was once in his prime, and also at the start of his career he's still that exact same player as you're seeing in his highlights. These are all from this season. Come NBA trade period, the Phoenix Suns looking to shake up the roster a little bit by trading Kevin Durant away. They're negotiating with a whole bunch of teams, and Golden State Warriors will seem to be one of them. And Kevin Durant openly said that he not want to be traded to Golden State, not because of the fact that him and Draymond had beef, or he didn't like Steph Curry, or whatever it may be. He just didn't want to have to deal with the drama midway through the season. And it's pretty likely to see that Kevin Durant's, career and Phoenix is coming to an end, considering that this team has not done much, nearly close to nothing, and said make it to a second round together. That's about it. And not to mention when the Phoenix Suns added Bradley Beal into the mix as well, it just hasn't been a good fit all around the floor. The surrounding pieces aren't as good as they could be. And we all know Kevin Durant's still that guy, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of package the Phoenix Suns could get for Kevin Durant. But only time's going to tell this one, because it's just a matter of fact who's going to be willing to give up some of their future and current young players to go get Kevin Durant to move into a win now situation. And one of the teams I can think about right now is the Houston Rockets. They're dying for a player like Kevin Durant, someone who could just go get a bucket after bucket after bucket without having stagnant offense, because Jalen Green isn't a trustworthy first option so far when it comes to offensive end of the ball. I'll get to why I think Houston Rockets in just 1 second. Let's look over this man's stats. Keep in mind, this man is 36 years old. He's aging terrifically. He just hit his milestone of points as well. He's averaging 26 points so far this season on 6 rebounds and 4 assists. So Kevin Durant's really been an underrated playmaker for his whole entire career. As you can tell, he's not one of those just heavy ISO guys who just goes and gets a bucket. He does average an assist. I know it's kind of a career low in assists from this season, but he still finds his teammates in open shots. His playmaking does not get talked about enough. And not to mention, this man averages a block and steal per game as well, while also shooting great efficiency for inside the three-point line, and outside the three-point line. Shooting a very healthy 53% inside the arc if you don't mind. Keep in mind, this man's shots are 70% of the time mid-range jumpers, and a very healthy 42% or just under 42% from the three-point line, coming at 41.7 for the season, which is actually tying a career high. You see a lot with these, aging superstars, Hall of Famers, whatever you want to call them. Like Kevin Durant and LeBron James are both shooting 40% from the three-point line, something they've only been able to do their last two or three seasons. So for some reason, when these guys have been aging, their three-point shot has just become a lot better, because they've probably figured that they have to shoot a bit more, considering that their inside game might not be the same compared to what it used to be. And it's not like Kevin Durant's not shooting much as well. He's actually averaging 6 attempted threes per game, which is actually somewhere in the middle of his career. Around his prime, he was averaging around 6 threes per game as well. So the fact that he's 6 threes now and shooting pretty much 42% clip is actually quite great to see. And I'm not going to talk too much about the Phoenix Suns. If you guys do want to go look on my page, I did make a full-length video about how this team has been such a disappointment and what the next move is moving forward for this Phoenix Suns team. So if you want to hear a whole video about the Phoenix Suns, make sure to go look at that video. But I'm not going to be talking too much about them, simply just because of the fact that I've already made that full video, as I just said 20 times, lol. And the best fit for Kevin Durant moving forward, because I'm calling it now, this man will not be on this team come next season. The Phoenix Suns front office has a lot of things to go through, the amount of assets they give up to go get KD and Bradley Beal. You guys don't want to know how much first round picks it was. So in my opinion, the Houston Rockets are definitely the best fit. It's just probably such a good idea to have the great offensive mind of Kevin Durant around young guys like Jalen Green, Afrin Şengün, Amin Thompson. All these guys can really learn a thing or two, or maybe even a shit ton of things from Kevin Durant, because obviously being one of the best offensive players of all time, you're going to learn a thing or two. And obviously it's going to come points to the game where you're going to need Like right now, like they've pretty much already clinched playoffs as we speak. Can you imagine if you chuck KD in the mix, you're going to have a certified bucket on the floor that's going to free up space for whoever the fuck's on the floor. Fred VanVleet's been shooting that thing very well this season. Jalen Green's actually shooting a career high from the 3-point line. And the spacing's really good. I mean, Şengün, he's shooting a very poor clip from the 3-point line, but he can knock it down. And I'm pretty sure if they acquire Kevin Durant, that's going to be something that he'll work on more to give him more space to operate in the mid-range / post area. The question of the night, or question of the day, year, month, whatever, the off-season for the Houston Rockets is, what would they have to give up? Obviously, they have a shit ton of draft capital still sitting there. I'm no doubtedly pretty sure the Phoenix Suns will probably want at least 2 or 3 first-round picks of Kevin Durant. I mean, shit, Luka got traded for 1. Who knows what could happen? But you're probably looking at having to give someone up like Dillon Brooks. Not that Phoenix Suns should take his contract anyways, even though they'll be trading away Kevin Durant to get off his contract. So I'm pretty sure it won't be for Dillon Brooks, because that means they're just swapping a shit contract for even a more shitter contract. Dillon Brooks is extremely overpaid at the moment. Can't do the same with Fred VanVleet. Exact same issue. He has a bigger contract. Fred VanVleet right now is only currently making $6 million less than Kevin Durant, so that doesn't really fix the problem for either side. But if I'm looking at Jabari Smith and Ken Whitmore, man, your guys' days are not safe, especially after the season if Kevin Durant officially becomes available for trade. Those are probably the 2 perfect guys you could try to piece together in a package to go get Kevin Durant. I mean, you got Jae'Sean Tate. I mean, you got Jock Landale who's showing potential. You know, the Suns always struggle to have a good backup center. Who knows what could actually happen? But we could be sitting here all day thinking about ifs or buts and different scenarios about different trade. I'm just throwing my favorite one out there in the Houston Rockets. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.